I'm Genevieve Bargello.
And I'm Eileen Wurst.
And this is CFB News. Local documentarian and famous filmmaker Bottachini Barge is following up his successful film Liquid Gold about the evil fracking scam underneath the Clatfartburg Botanical Gardens with a new film about the vending machines at the Clatfartburg Regional Transportation Center. It turns out there's people inside them. That's right, people control the machines and make the food. Bottachini Barge has put together a short documentary interviewing these people, including local public art legend Bertha Le Couscous, and titled it The Hands That Feed. It will be premiering at South by Southwest in the fall.
Thank you, Genevieve. Hip hop, hippity hop hop. That's not what's happening over here at the Frog Ferry, named Fickle Grubber. That's right, the Clatfartburg Ferry is currently experiencing its greatest delay that is experienced since its 10-year tenure. Currently, it is being delayed due to one of the legs breaking off into the river, thus tilting the ferry frog to its side. There are currently 7 passengers stuck on the Frog Ferry, but we have been reassured that they have been granted free granola bars that may have been expired in 2014, but still maintain a delicious flavor, handmade by the ferry frog Fickle Grubber captain. I do not know the current whereabouts of the captain. Some say he abandoned ship. Some say he's going down with the ship, though I would like to say I did talk to a police officer, and they told me that everything's fine and totally fine, and there was only a little bit of sweat upon his brow, so I completely believe him. I am currently stranded here, as I am actually one of the 7 people trapped on the ferry frog, Fickle Grubber, and I will be late to my sister's birthday party. But after all, that's okay, because I brought her cake, which means I am set to be here for at least 3 days. If need be, I will be safe.
Well, great to hear. I hope you get back on safe shore soon. This has been CFB News. It's beginning to look a lot like Crispmas.
Crispmas.
Fish in every store. Take a look at the big clock. See it go tick-tock when you walk out of your front door. Welcome, everyone, to this special holiday episode of Now Entering Clatfartburg. Did I realize you can say the word Crispmas and get too enamored with that concept to do anything else? Yes, that's what happened. So join us today in celebrating Crispmas.
Woohoo!
To be clear, this is not an alternate holiday. It is just Christmas. But they just realize it's really fun to say Crispmas. And I think the town had the same thing we did about this. You know, I don't think it's universally called Crispmas, but maybe it was Clatfartburg's way of trying to be like, it's not just Christmas in the way that holidays
it's
when
Christmas.
They're like, happy holidays, and it's got a fucking Santa and a big Christmas tree, and it's like, okay, well, we know who you're targeting towards, you know?
Yes.
Maybe this was a Clatfartburg faux pas in the same vein of,
yeah,
it's for everybody, it's Crispmas, and it's like, okay, well, it's still Christmas, but,
you know, sure.
Why not?
Okay, why not? It's Clatfartburg. It tracks that we would let our little crispy boy. We've been bringing it out a little bit more lately. Yeah. He's been tucked away, and he's thawed, and he's ready to get those.
And remember, this is not like corporate invasion. Crispy is not a company. Crispy is like a public entity. He's weird. Yes. He's like governmentally controlled. He's like Smokey Bear.
Yes. I don't know why I was about to be like, and when people make a smash or pass list, you best believe they smash Crispy. That's not really
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant.
I thought you were going to say that about Smokey for some reason. Is that what got you there?
I was just thinking, wouldn't it be wild to smash or pass, like, you have, like, Smokey the Bear, the rat from Chuck E. Cheese's. These are not people on my list. These are not animals on my list.
Likely story.
This isn't going well for me. I would like to call in my lawyer, Bob Cratchit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Scrooge. Who cares? Okay, so here's the thing. I would like to establish Crispy Claus.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Crispy Claus, I just want to know, like, what's the image? Because I just, Crispy has to be out there in a little Santa outfit of some sort, causing little mischief and mayhem. Now, here's a big debate, okay? Santa used to wear green all the time. And then the corporate capitalistic entity of Coca-Cola got its rubby little fucking hands on Father's Kringlemas. And they made him red. And now we all go, Red Santa, you commies. Anyway, so...
Where did that come from? Where'd the end of that come from? You turned into Ronald Reagan. What happened?
That was horrible. Horrifying. The spirit took me and it was a demon.
The spirit of McCarthyism took you over.
Burn me at the stake, please. Get that out of me. It's the Christmas spirit. We need to have our
Christmas spirit.
Like, we always need our codgy old evil person who's just causing mischief and mayhem, And maybe that'll be a person we figure out later. But anyway, is Crispy wearing a red Santa suit, a blue Santa suit, a green Santa suit? Are we in debate? I'm just curious, He could be wearing a red Santa suit, but it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
I feel like red, green, and blue are the ones you most likely get away with. Maybe silver, because Jack Frost.
I was thinking
Smash.
silver or white, like very snowman core.
Yeah. Okay, what if, like, we go really Liberace? We've got, like, real big fluffy collar.
This is like
it's really
Ice Queen, though, is what that's giving. With the
Ooh,
fish,
that's true.
It's giving Ice Queen at the fish market.
Okay, so I like this white silvery coat. It's very shiny. It kind of matches the scales vibe of being a fish. And, fish are in water, and what does water do when it gets cold?
It freezes.
Boom. Science. Thanks, public school system.
You're welcome.
You let me well.
It's in an interactive podcast. You learn things here.
Okay, great. So Crispy is gorgeous. They have cute little posters and banners, as we've seen at other events. There's some horrible trunk in the basement of City Hall, and it's maybe even a whole like room, and it's just all of this old Crispy merch. And they're like dusting it off, and they're like, It's time. It's time.
The Crispmas angel tree topper. Get it on the shelf.
Oh my gosh. And it's a really big deal if you top the Crispmas tree.
The Crispmas. Just everybody at home, try saying Crispmas, because it kind of feels crazy when you do it.
Yeah, it's Crispmas.
It's not an arrangement of letters that our language is supposed to do, I don't think.
No, it's yeah. So if you hear me saying Christmas, I am saying Crispmas. I'm not fully
We're not aspirating because we have places to be.
And we have microphones.
We have Christmas to figure out.
We have Crispmas. It just comes out Crispus, and that's not what we
Christmas.
Want. We don't want Crispmas. It's Christmas.
I just remembered the mall. I forgot about the mall.
Oh, yeah.
We established a whole mall.
What we're thinking is we're going to hop around Clatfartburg. We're going to see how people have been celebrating the Christmas season. And, well, it's...
Every time we say it together. Because here's the thing. I never said Christmas out loud before we started this episode. I just wrote it down and typed it. And I didn't experience what it would be like to say it multiple times over the course of an hour.
Yeah.
So have grace with us.
So we hop over to the Clatfartburg Mall, defunct. But who's going to come sit on Crispy Claus's lap? That
costume has got to be wretched.
It's got to be pretty spooky.
Because, like, are we thinking? Does he have opposable limbs that fit through the? Because I'm struggling to picture a jacket on this fish besides just a hat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What if? Okay. Imagine it. You've got a couch set up, but above the couch is a plaque, and we're going sideways. So we actually have Crispy on the plaque, and then it's a puppet for the head.
That's kind of fucking sick.
That way, someone's sitting on the couch. You're not sitting on anybody's lap, but you got Crispy Claus behind you, and then he just moves his little head, and he'll talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And he's, like, bigger than, like, the casual wall-mounted. It's like, whoa, Crispy Claus has swam to town.
How about...
Good Christmas tidings, because the tide has let him come in.
Yeah, I love that. Here's the thing, what if Crispmas is the name of, like, Clatfartburg's charity thing they do around the holidays?
Okay.
To make this something a little nicer than just we've injected Christmas with all of this crispy stuff. Like, maybe the money that goes towards visiting Crispmas at the mall goes towards, like, a local charity that's helpful. Or I don't know, maybe that's something, maybe it's a community goodwill, like every good Christmas movie, you know? Like it's very Hallmark, you know? Where it's like,
Yeah.
we're doing this to rebuild the animal shelter. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
I feel like a good toy drive is good for
Like a toy
going to sit on
drive.
Crispy's.
Yeah, like I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You're gonna go tell Crispy Claus what you want for Christmas. Bring a toy drive, you know?
Like
Wrap up
I'm
a
thinking
toy.
maybe there's something like that involved so it doesn't become like really too culty. Do you know?
Yeah, well, I think at some point.
Yeah, but like trying. I need us to make an
trying.
effort. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that was my water bottle, everybody. I got this one specifically because I thought it would be quieter, and it was not. Just a little inside podcasting there.
So the mall is all decked out. We have Crispy Claus, and they're doing a nice little toy drive. So everyone's bringing in their stuff. Crispy Claus is like, ho, ho, ho. That's so funny. Wow, what do you want for Christmas? It's really hard to say it with as a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want for Christmas, little girl? Wow, that sounds horrible. Ha ha, just kidding. Here you go. I guess they get a candy cane and then they leave.
Yeah. Would you like a candy cane? And he like hacks it up.
People love it. Outsiders are like, what the hell is going on?
Why'd you get? Why are you eating a candy cane that a fish barfed at you? You don't get it. You're not from here.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't understand. I think that the way that people pardon turkeys, I think someone should pardon a fish. I don't know why. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, I like that. Just one fish.
One fish. It's not a bass. No one actually knows what a bass looks like in this town.
No, I don't think. I mean, there's probably bass around here. I don't know enough about fish to say anything like that.
Yeah. Since the Clatfartburg Mall is defunct, it's playing creepy Christmas music, but like really old clarinet covers. Just wandering through.
Do you ever have that?
the
I feel like
halls.
every Christmas song has to be about 20% annoying. Because like even the ones I like, I kind of fucking hate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for Last Christmas. They can never make me hate you. You know?
Wham. That's how I say that. Wham.
Wham!
It's always like they all have a crazy piano. Everyone does the same vocal effect ever since Mariah's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
Everyone's taken that vocal effect. We go forward. Bring me back some Christmas music that actually tells me a story. It isn't just a list of food items you want to eat as well as your ideal temperature. It's every fucking cookies by the fireplace, hot chocolate, and your face. I'm here for the holidays, and it's feeling really great doing Christmas with you, and the snow is around. Like, give me something. Give me anything.
I mean, number one hit right there.
Boom.
That's what's playing in the background of the mall. There you go.
Yeah, and you know who recorded it? Skylar Cloud and the Rainbows.
Yep.
That's off her Christmas album. So,
And she does have
boom.
one, don't worry.
Of course. She really milked it back in yonder
Isn't
days.
there an organ at the mall? Isn't there a giant organ?
Wait. There should be this amazing. So the horrible clarinet music's still playing, but then the organ will do this beautiful rendition of like Carol of the Bells. That's just like holy shit. And then the one really good opera singer in Clatfartburg just like sometimes pops up and just starts singing, and it's like, oh my god, this is angelic. But because it's the Clatfartburg Mall, it's just kind of. Oh, is Neon Leon? He's got like a little.
Yeah, he's got a little
Little
hat.
lights on top of his little lights and stuff. Yeah, little mittens. I don't know where someone had to hand make that. They were like, here's a giant mitten. We now need to put on Leon Neon. That's not.
Get on a 40-foot ladder.
Needs to be flame resistant.
Get on the catwalk. God. What else was at that fucking mall? Didn't you make something that was like tools you put on your nails?
Oh yes, nails and things or something. Yeah, you could get like nail accessories.
Wasn't
for
there a
your-
fucking crazy notary too? That was like in
Yes,
yeah.
you had a notary that was like Build-A-Bear.
yeah,
It was
a
set up like
Build-A-Bear
Build-A-Bear
notary.
workshop, but it was a notary.
Yeah, that's right. This is
There's the cobbler and cobbler.
Yes.
Who like there's the shoe cobbler who also sells
Oh
cobbler.
my god, what was the name of the Italian restaurant? Hibachi. Hibachi.
Oh, hibachi.
That's I forgot about all this shit. I forgot.
Oh, hibachi. Hibachi's having a great time.
I like how we talk
They've-
about it like we went on a road trip there once, not like we made it up 4 months ago, you know? Oh my god, Hibachi was great, you know?
Oh my gosh, it's a secret you wouldn't
There
even
was a
know.
cool
You wouldn't even
fountain,
think a food
too.
cart could go that hard, but it does. It does. Oh yeah, there's a good fountain.
Okay. Well, that's the mall. We got that. Yeah, I think that's good. What do we think the library is doing for Crispmas? Because there's got to be some good animatronic shit going on. Do you think maybe they do? Wait, do you think they... Who do you think has, like, the thing where you drive through all the Christmas lights? You know?
Oh.
Would that be a new Smythe
man.
dig? Like, would that be a new Smythe?
I feel like that would be new Smythe.
I remember a public park at my college did a version of this, except it was shitty cardboard standees or wood cutout standees of various cartoon characters. And it was deeply ominous, walking around at like 9 a.m. on a Tuesday and being like, hey, why's the Bullwinkle moose here? What's up with that? Why'd he show up?
I have a vision.
Tell me.
And it's based on a real life experience. So it doesn't have to exactly be like this, but I've been to Hollywild, South Carolina.
Yeah.
It is a petting zoo of sorts.
Okay.
And they do Hollywild Christmas, and they have an enchanted deer forest. So this is all self-guided in your car.
Okay.
You're driving around, and there's all these lights, and then you're like, oh, and there's the zebra, whatever. They had a fire, and I think they closed a while ago. Because I was like, what? They have Z-donks, zebra donkey hybrids.
Yeah.
I did a newspaper article on it because I was like, what the hell's going on? But you go to the enchanted deer forest and you can get a little bucket of whatever to feed them, and you roll down your windows and these just deer show up, and I'm doing that. And then suddenly a fucking yak's face is in my face, not expecting a goddamn yak. I'm in the enchanted deer forest. Why is there a yak? And then there's a donkey. Okay, when you're expecting deer and a yak, a thing you do not casually come across as someone in South Carolina, I'm not coming across a yak as I'm going on my walks. I'm not, oh, there's the yak on the mountain. No, that fucking thing, also huge.
Massive.
Honda Civic, yak. It's not nothing, okay? And like this thing, it's licking, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. This is a lot. I just wanted to go. And also the Enchanted Deer Forest, mind you, everything here, incredibly depressing.
Yeah.
Incredibly depressing. So I don't want like that aspect of it, but I would really love a lovely enchanted deer forest. It's rescue deer, and they get gently fed by people walking around. But things do, it is like a little weird. Yeah, maybe the animals are safe.
Maybe they hire out from the same people who run the... Okay, in a bonus episode about Sinaster, we established that there is a service you can rent to rent out horses that look like Sinaster to throw people off their game, which I just remembered about. So maybe it's the same place. It's fun when I remember one of our old jokes because I feel like surprised and delighted, you know?
It's so fun. Maybe the deer are wearing nice little collars. It's just really cute. And they're having a great time. They're like, oh, look at these reindeer.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like an animal sanctuary, and it's nice and it's cute. Like, it's good. Yes. They're not, like, mistreated. I won't let that happen.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, look, the alligator they brought in. That's the alligator Christmas rumble that they do every year. And look, one of the brothers that owns New Smythe fantasizes about being an alligator hunter, has watched a lot of videos, goes to Florida in the summertime because that's the best time to go to Florida. It's just the best weather.
Definitely.
Right there. Oh, August and September. Great.
Primo.
Sometimes a nice little bit of rain comes through around that time of year too. It's just fine. You know? So he's gotten really good at it. So he'll like bring in his friend's alligator.
Yeah.
Gerald, you know. And then it's a Christmas thing. And it's weird. But the alligator's fine. It's just a weird thing. And everyone's like, Gerald, no one wants this. This is like a you thing. This doesn't follow Crispmas. This is an alligator. Mm-hmm. But you get to maybe... Oh, there's like plushies everywhere also of crispy claws.
Oh, yes.
You know, everywhere. So, and every time you buy one of those, it donates to one of the charities.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. So yeah, New Smythe is donating to wildlife rehabilitation.
Exactly what it is to be eligible to make your event a part of Crispmas, at least like 50% of proceeds must go to charity. So it's like a deal because like, remember, Crispy is like you have to get like a fucking Crispy license to use Crispy at your location, you know? Because you have to be committing to the town, bringing in stuff. So if you get the Crispy license, it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So in order to get the Crispy license for Crispmas specifically, your proceeds must be going at least 50% to charity, which I think is a good... I actually support this. I think this would be great. I think...
This is so cute. This is so... Because then you get the Crispmas map.
Yes.
You know? And you can see like all the fun little things. And maybe people have a fun little decal in their shop windows as well if they're like...
Totally.
a Christmas thing and they have like, here's my thing, you know, Nancy Pankin's napkins. They've got a nice little Christmas line, and when you donate to that, it donates to people who make stains or whatever, and she gives away free napkins to those who spill a lot. I don't know. How about she gives away free napkins to hospitals?
That would be great. And specific.
I'm sure they would. Yes, it's very niche.
I can't imagine hospitals would be the main people for reusable napkins. Do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. No.
But it's a good idea in her head.
Yeah. They just like put it elsewhere. Maybe it even sometimes maybe she's been told no this year, so she's like, okay, who else would want napkins? She donates
to a nursing home. They would take those.
Oh, a nursing home. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna smell weird. I like it. You guys just wait for the episode about the Clatfartburg nursing home.
Oh my goodness, that'll be a fun one.
Just you wait. Nancy Pankin goes and drops them off for her mom. So if we go to, I was thinking we go to Hunch for lunch.
Yeah.
What's happening at a Hunch for lunch with our Sherlock Holmes, Haddock Holmes,
yes,
whatever his little name is, who is crispy as Sherlock Holmes.
I believe so.
Now,
wasn't it Herlock Sholmes? Wasn't it Herlock Sholmes?
Herlock Sholmes, yes, that's right.
Which is funny because that is public domain, I'm pretty sure. So they don't even have to do that.
But they still wanted to have it be unique for them.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe they do a Crispmas mystery. So maybe they have like figgy pudding. Figgy. Man, it's hard to think of food and murder puns.
Does Crispy Claus, he doesn't ride a sleigh with a reindeer, but he has a similar setup. But I imagine, what would his reindeer be?
I mean, seahorses would be classic.
Seahorses
would be classic, but my initial instinct was shrimp. So
it is shrimp now.
Yeah.
It has to be shrimp.
Unfortunately,
because that's a horrible image.
It is shrimp.
And they're not anatomically correct. They're giant shrimp.
Yeah.
With their freaky little antennae.
I honestly think shrimp look kind of cool.
Well, yeah, that tracks. They scare me.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I mean, they'd be shrimping.
Show me a live shrimp. I don't like when you look up shrimp and it says animal and then you see like dead shrimp. Show me a real shrimp.
Can I just say that like shrimp is such a fun word? Like shrimpmas?
I agree. Shrimp is a fucking incredible word.
Shrimp.
I think I just watched, there was a shrimp in Finding Nemo I really liked as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he the one that cleans the glass?
Jacques.
He was great.
He is. He's one of them. Because each of these shrimp have their own personality, the way that there's Donner, Blitzen, Comet Cupid, all that stuff. So maybe they go through, maybe the mystery is basically Rudolph, but shrimp. And we have to figure out like where did whatever shrimp Rudolph, what's a shrimp superpower? They actually a glowing antennae. Or
yeah, sure.
Something horrible like that going around there. So they have a lot of shrimp delicacies. This is how they can get around. They're not allowed to do fish.
That's a little morbid, but yeah.
Don't do fish, but you can do like, here's that is a little more.
And today we're serving Jacques.
And the chef's like, look, you eat a cake pop, that's a reindeer. What's the difference? You're eating a nice po' boy. Is that my problem? No. Yeah, a nice shrimp pasta? It's fine. It's gorgeous. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? We also do have reindeer cake pops. They're $7 because cake pops are a fucking ripoff. They're a ripoff. They should not cost that much. It's a bite of cake.
Yeah.
On a stick. No, look, I love food on a stick. I once had a pie on a stick. It changed my life. But I digress.
Yeah.
I digress. A Hunch for Lunch is obviously donating to like a food shelter. Fun thing. I think they've got some horrible eggnog casserole going on. They really got adventurous.
Yeah.
Their chef actually is on holiday vacation during this because he won a cruise. So they've got a different chef popping in to help out. And things
you know what they
have
definitely have, though? They
weird.
definitely have their Clatfartburg chowder because I think that's a classic Crispmas dish.
Oh, yes, it is.
Or maybe you can buy the Clatfartburg chowder. You know how churches somehow sell soup in bulk?
Yes.
I think maybe that's going on.
Yeah. I think that's good for Hunch for Lunch. The
agree.
puzzles are, as always.
They just put like a Santa hat on the weird bathroom puzzle, you know, like it's not, they just put up some tinsel and we're like, it's close enough. Isn't Victorian Christmas in a way? You know how any historical movie, it can feel Christmassy?
Yes. Because it's just like snow and a coat and a cane. I'm like,
yeah,
it's Christmas. It's a turkey. It's Christmas. Now, I think the Trout Scouts should be doing an active volunteer project, and maybe it's going a little awry. I'm thinking of all the times that I had to go caroling as a Girl Scout, which seemed like a thing that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, why was that part of the brief?
Just because one is in Girl Scouts does not mean that everyone can sing. We were just there in a little brownies outfit singing to people who did not want us to be there. Did not want us to be there. So imagine maybe the Trout Scouts are helping. Maybe they're doing a gift wrapping station, but the problem is it's a bunch of 10-year-olds wrapping gifts.
Ooh.
And it's not good. But
yeah.
It's free.
I feel like I still look like I'm looking at some gifts I wrapped in my closet, and they look genuinely hellish. Granted, I don't have wrapping paper, so they're made out of cut-up paper bags and painter's tape. It's for my mom.
I don't think that's your fault.
Care. She won't
I don't
care.
think it's your fault then if it doesn't look great. I mean, that's what you had to work with, you know? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, and all of the tape is peeling up. I'm looking at him right now. It's a little depressing. Whenever I see that, I'm like, am I a 20-year-old bachelor living on his own for the first time? Because, girl, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's when I have those moments.
Yeah. Well, that's the energy that these Trout Scouts are bringing into the Christmas wrapping. They're doing their best. Kathleen Wurst is there with a ruler. She's trying to like really precision get stuff right. Someone let her have an X-Acto knife, even though she was actually banned from holding that due to reasons. And it's fine though. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, these presents are coming out weird.
Maybe they're also doing a lot of recycling. So it's like, we've wrapped it. And it's like, you just put this iPhone in a mini wheat box. And they're like, yes. And we did. And you used tinfoil for that one. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. It looks like a star.
It's shiny. What more can you want?
It's perfect. It's
you guys
gorgeous.
use plastic wrap. I can't. You just put this in a plastic bag. Yes. We're doing something sustainable.
Yeah, it's sustainable.
And we double layered it so you can't see through.
It's unique, too. It's going to stand out under the tree, you know?
One of them is just they shoved the iPhone in a bag of loose corn. It's like a hunt. You have to find it.
It's a surprise because you think, oh, I got corn for Christmas, not even cooked. And then you're like, ugh. And then that person's like, I guess I'll just stick my whole hand in this bag of corn.
Yeah.
Because it's my Christmas gift. And that's what I do.
It's my Christmas corn.
And they learn, hey, I really like the texture of holding corn. What's this? And then they pull it out.
iPhone 12?
And refurbished?
Oh my God, you shouldn't have.
Gosh. And then they're like, Christmas is made. It's the best time of the year, obviously. And then you can do it every other year.
Totally.
You can, every gift-giving holiday, a different grain, you know, maybe some jasmine rice.
5th anniversary is quinoa.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Maybe there's a weird, like, Christmas tradition where you do hide, you know, like, there's so many weird, like, Christmas traditions, you know, like pickle in a tree and you find it, you win something.
Yeah, which that's easy.
It's, you know, it's like.
Fucking easy.
Yeah, try me. Try me, what, you little zombie cucumber?
Pickle in a second.
Oh, please. Absolutely ridiculous.
Don't come at us. Elf on the Shelf exists. We're allowed to have our weird grain bag. Yeah, so maybe there's different grain bags. Yeah. And maybe it's got like the anniversary thing where different years you use different grain bags. I mean, not everyone does, but it's like quinoa, you know, farro.
Maybe that's like where you put the big gift in, the fancy gift. You have jewelry. Yeah, you're putting it in the farro, you know, it's going.
You're putting it in the lentils. I mean, that's not a grain, but it's a dried grain, you know.
Things like that, you know. Yeah, even I would even say like pinto beans can stop. Yeah, things that people who have a good dry pantry goods, things that have a good aesthetic that you might put in one of those clear plastic containers and get a nice label.
Even better yet, a mason jar.
That's the stuff.
I am a bitch who has mason jars with dried lentils in them and quinoa in them.
I wash my pasta jars. What can I say?
I don't wash mine.
I keep them.
I just
you
get
keep one
mason
by your
jars
bed and
from
just give it a little
stress.
sniff.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did with the mini M&M's container for years. I did actually throw it out last week. I found it.
Wow.
I
think about that more often than you would think.
Really?
I think about that
I smelled
more
it and I
often.
went, it's gone. Goodbye, my friend. You know?
Wow. For those who don't know, Felicia had this tube of mini M&Ms, which I love mini M&Ms.
Yeah.
And they have a specific scent.
They do.
And Felicia loved it so much. And we'd been talking about this on Wonka Watch. And then Felicia goes, yeah, like I used to have this tube and I would refresh it. And I was like, what do you mean? And you put like hot chocolate powder in it to give
shake it up a
new
little bit and take it out. Yeah.
And you've kept it since like years. You have
Yeah,
had
I
this
had it
tube.
when I was 6. I believe I was given it. And I'm 21 now. So that was in my possession for 15 years. And I found it last week and I did discard it. As I said, I don't need to take that to my new apartment. Thank you.
You're like, this is a new chapter of my life.
The mini
and I
M&M
tube,
tube, you are staying.
you
my
Marie
apologies.
Kondoed it. You were like, I thank you. And
Thank you for your time. Yeah, I found a box that I packed away, I think 3 moves ago and never opened. And that was a real blast to the past, you know? I was like, there she was, the mini M&Ms this whole time. And all of my weird bows I bought from Hot Topic when I was 12. Hello again.
The
Doctor Who themed hair bow. It's been so long. I did not miss you at all. Those weird rubber bracelets.
Yeah. Oh, you're bringing stuff back.
I think everybody just has
flashbacks.
that when they're 12 to 14, you know?
Yeah.
It's really just 12. After that, I got normal. I don't know what was going on that year.
Yeah, 12 is when you're trying to figure yourself out, and you're like, yeah, maybe I do straighten my hair every day and wear like thick eyeliner.
Dude, I went through a straightening my hair phase when I was 12 too.
It's just something happened. Look, and when I was going through, my teen years, we were scene kids.
Yeah.
That's what was going on. Teal skinny jeans.
I was the Doctor Who Undertale era, you know? So,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow. It is funny how life works.
Isn't it crazy?
And speaking of crazy, let's go to our next destination. I have one of mine. Do you have one of mine?
I don't have one of mine, so take me on the trip.
Bon Noël at Le Marque Rouge.
Yes!
Oh, Bon Noël.
Yeah,
it's Joyeux Noël. My bad. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, French speakers, and possibly one of our 5 European listeners who might speak French. Joyeux anniversaire. No, Joyeux Noël. Jesus. Joyeux Noël, which is also a really good movie about World War One, where they all decide, let's stop fighting and play soccer and sing for a day, and then they have to go back to killing each other the next day. It's so mindfuck.
Bummer.
Le Marque Rouge, our bougie little French ketchup designer people. They are they're still donating to a good place, but I think their charity should be a little bit like
Yeah.
you know, like kids in private school who need to iron their clothes, something like that.
Very
like,
that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's something
Yeah.
where it's like, it's still helpful and good, but is it like the most?
Right.
No. Maybe it's like French lessons, French, what would they think is so fancy? Berets. They're gonna donate a beret for every like purchase made. Now the berets are getting donated to the Bald Men's Society, who have not asked for these berets.
Yeah, that feels a little passive aggressive.
It's a bit much, but they're like, oh, it's cold outside.
To keep you warm.
To keep you warm and fashionable. Fashionista, as you say here in the États-Unis. And look, you can put your little mini ketchup bottle under your beret. Under your beret, and when you put your beret off, zut alors, here is my little bottle of ketchup. C'est bon.
Incredible.
Christmas cabaret show. Crispmas cabaret show. Crispy on top, fishnet leggings on the bottom.
Yeah.
Bertha La Couscous.
She's miming opening up a present, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a big dick in a box joke, so that's good, you know?
Perfect.
We love that for them.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think their holiday Crispmas ketchup scent is?
Ooh. I mean, mint is a classic, but I feel like they'd go a little bit beyond that. They might go like pine forest or
Dangerously close to New Smythe.
Nutmeg.
Eggnog ketchup?
Eggnog ketchup is horrible.
Sounds hellish.
What color is it, is the question. Do they dye it red? Do they let it be white?
Who knows?
What does it do?
What is a ketchup? Eggnog infused ketchup? It's red for your holiday pleasure.
Put it on a biscuit. Put it on your meatloaf. Put it on your beef wagyu. Put it on your ice cream. Put it just in a spoon. And then put the spoon in your mouth. Take the ketchup off the spoon. Remove the spoon from your mouth. And swallow the ketchup. These are all instructions on the back label.
Yeah.
Swish it around, then swallow. That is how you are supposed to take in this eggnog ketchup fusion.
I have written down on my notepad, because sometimes I keep paper in front of me if I have something I want to remember. And because you did the communist joke at the beginning, I just wrote down the quote, "Have you no decency?" And I was going to try to have it in a joke later. You know, in a classic reference to the McCarthy hearings when the senator yells, "Have you no decency, sir?" which is referenced in a 3-minute long scene from Angels in America. And I was like, I know she's not even going to know what it is. And then the time is really past and I can't do it. But every time I look down at my notes, it just says, "Have you no decency?" with a bunch of question marks. And it feels like a real call out to me. And I'm like, you did this to yourself. You know? You did this to yourself, and you know the joke's not going to land. It's always bad when you're like, man, if I think of a good joke to write with this, I know I'll come back to it later, but man, when the time comes.
Oh, man, but it warmed my heart. And it made me really want to deep dive back into McCarthyism. Made me go watch some I Love Lucy, you know?
You know, just everybody treat yourself to it's not very exciting, and it's kind of depressing, but God, I live for the Lewis and what the fuck his name is, the other guy's fight from Angels in America. Not Pryor, the other one, I forget his name. Shows how much I care about him. Mormon bitch. That fight, oh, I love it so much. Have you no decency, good sir?
Wow. So I just want everyone to know,
Joe. Sorry, I remembered his name.
Joe. Snow is falling a little bit.
Beautiful.
And there's a knock.
Climate reveal.
Climate reveal. It snows in Clatfartburg. Where in the world are they? Somewhere where it might snow. That's right. The water came down and it was so cold. It wasn't rain. It wasn't hail. It was smooshy, individual, gorgeous little snowflakes falling one by one, sometimes combining to make little snow clumps all over the ground.
Who is this? I didn't think
it's finally me, the weatherman.
I didn't think I would summon him. Wow, we've never wondered who the weatherman was, and that is definitely the weatherman for COP News.
It's the weatherman hunches down, because that's what I've done, and he waggles his finger.
Yeah,
he waggles his finger over everything
so
he says.
Close to the camera. So close in a way that makes you feel like you didn't know that was capable of the software, you know?
Yeah, there's almost no point in having a green screen behind him to show the map, because face. He just is. Yeah. It's all face. He's hunched down. He's got thick glasses.
He's stunning.
Thick. And that's what you hear in the TV. So knock, knock, knock on the door. Nancy Pankin opens her door, and there's the blacksmith. And he has a nice gorgeous, well, it's not gorgeously wrapped. He got it wrapped for free at, the Trout Scout station. Mm-hmm. And there's mistletoe above the door because Nancy Pankin's a whore and she wants to kiss every person who walks through her
Good
door.
Lord.
She, the mailman, UPS, FedEx.
Men in a uniform.
Talk about express delivery. But this year she's taken. So maybe she's taken the mistletoe down.
She's put it
she just has it in her purse next to her cigarettes.
I tried to start a joke, and then I just got really sad and looked at my feet for a minute.
I know, I watched it happen. I was like, oh. It wasn't just you know what, never mind. It was I watched it was and sadness has engaged.
I didn't have anything.
Sir, I want to buy these Trout Scouts. Well, I don't want to buy a Trout Scout. I want to buy a plushie. We'll work on that. I'll workshop that one later. Okay, anyway, just know that they kissed.
Good for them. And
he gave her a lovely gift. He got them matching bracelets.
Aww.
So, and he wrote a little card. He's like, "You steal my heart. Iron love you." He's not good at his words.
Yeah.
And then Nancy made him a handkerchief that she monogrammed for him that says BS for blacksmith. You will never know his name. You will never know his name. And she pre-stained it So that already has smudges from blacksmith stuff. Soot. That's what I was thinking of. Some nice soot. And then we go over to I had something in mind.
This isn't a part of Crispmas because the bonds of the town have not mended yet, or the two towns. But I do think the Factsville Repertory Players is doing It's a Wonderful Life, but AI. But it's AI again. And it's the same thing where there's just like a novel in the playbook, and it's like it doesn't really, there's just like a few little like name tags, but in
there's
the book.
like one dark twist.
Every time a bell rings, an AI steals your data.
Yeah. There's like only one or two changes, but it's otherwise the same. That's all I wanted to say.
So funny. I like that. Do they can they all dress in black and white and have lighting so it looks like it's black and white?
Hell yes.
I would love them to go out of their way to do that.
That sounds incredible.
Bertha La Couscous. She hops in there because black and white. She's a mime. Get in there.
Yeah. She plays a character. I don't think I've actually never seen It's a Wonderful Life, which is crazy.
Whoa.
It's missed me out, and I know it's going to bum me out, even though it's really life affirming. I just don't know if I want to go through that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's one of those things.
I think
where,
I saw
wasn't
a
able to
play of
escape
it. I think I saw a play of it.
That's wild.
Maybe?
I didn't know. I mean, that makes sense that they would do a play. I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
thing. I mean, there's a naked woman in a bush at one point.
I gotta see it then. Wonka.
Me going, how could I possibly sell this movie to Felicia? Wait a moment.
I got it.
I'm a smart cookie.
I've got lots of lesbian friends. I know how to do this.
I know how my lesbian friends work. Surely this will work.
Tell me there's a naked lady or there's Meryl Streep, and they'll be there.
Real quick, did we actually talk about the library? Or did we get excited?
We got excited and skipped right over it.
I think we got excited.
I don't know.
Let's pop back over real quick to the library, because I know we had the animatronics
Time
doing
to check
something.
out the library.
So now I'm sad.
All right, come on. Don't posture like you hated it.
It's fine.
Thank you. And that's the Christmas magic.
And that's the magic of Crispmas.
That's the magic of Christmas.
They are, yeah. Oh, Jim Parsons.
Oh, yeah, they put little cutouts on all the Reed posters.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jim Parsons' animatronic does have a chain now, and he is kind of tethered so no one can steal him.
Like a chain around his neck, and I was like, girl, what? Like a Mad Max situation?
He got stolen, so now he's a bad little boy, and he...
You never should have let that happen, Jim. They put him like in one of those backpacks that's got the leash on it.
I'm sorry, guys. I really thought I was trying.
I don't know why I tried. I don't know why I tried, Jim Parsons.
You pinched your nose to do it.
I did. I was like,
Penny, but the science.
Penny. But you know what? I don't watch Big Bang Theory, and I'm not going to. You can't make me. YouTube Shorts, I see what you're trying to do. Stop.
Don't make us. We've avoided it.
Fun fact, that's just started showing up in my goddamn algorithm. But I would like it to stop. Stop listening to my podcast.
Yeah, rude.
Or bring me fun things. We talk about fun things. Naked ladies in bushes, for example. I mean, I don't personally need that on my algorithm.
But you need it to send to your lesbian friends.
Yeah. I need fodder to relate to my lesbian friends. Otherwise, we have nothing in common, and I don't even know how to talk to them.
This episode's weird. I don't know what energy you're on. I thought last episode was loosey-goosey, and I think this one might be taking the cake now.
It's absolutely wild.
It's like, what have we even established? Okay.
I'm thinking a tree. I think we should go to downtown.
Yes.
And we're going to go to the big tree lighting.
Yeah.
This is like...
We barely established anything about Christmas in the library. We just said Jim Parsons' animatronic is on a chain. That's all we said.
Okay, so there's a tea party at the library.
Yeah.
I think there's a lovely little tea party. And I think someone pretends to be Mrs. Crispy Claus, which is not canon, and they do get a nice little Sue slap. Yeah, why isn't it Mr. Crispy Claus?
I think Crispy is asexual.
Yeah.
He's a fish.
Well, that should be his
creep.
Friend. Yeah. Stop sexualizing Crispy. Stop it.
This is what the woke
left
was.
The woke left. There's protesters outside.
And the one club is like, we do not want to sexualize Crispy. But then they're
like,
like, did
no,
you
this
see
is just-
this photo of him in a leather harness from the Crispy Pride Parade, the Clatfartburg Pride Parade last year? And it's like, well, that was different. That's a joke. And that's clearly a joke.
That's
but
a
what
joke.
this woman is doing is foul.
And it's just a sweet old lady who's wearing a sweater and she has a little pin.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, hello, dears. It's me, Mrs. Crispy Claus. I'm going to ask, what is your Christmas fish this year?
There's a Christmas fish?
Instead of a Christmas wish, you get a Christmas fish.
That makes a lot of sense.
And there's a whole Miss Parsnips has a whole little book she's written about it. The Christmas fish.
Of course she has.
Because why not? Yeah, so I think that's the library. They're doing their best. The museum, the Otters,
Oh my god.
the Blanche Otters
Of course.
are looking dapper as fuck. We've brought out the velvet suits, the corduroy. We've got ascots that are gorgeous. These otters are so happy.
Mm-hmm.
They are enjoying scones.
Of course.
That are otter friendly. They're not like actually scones. Whatever would be healthy and could
Whatever
look like
an
a
otter
scone
would eat
for
that
an
as a
otter.
scone, it would be that.
Because they're the best. They're the best. And the otters, you can donate them to get a little fish, because otters eat that too. Whatever. I don't know. You know, like when like you go and you see a penguin get fed and you're like, that's fun.
Yeah.
If you could like donate whatever little treat, a treat.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made that sound so complicated. A specific nice little herring, a nice little treat. You can donate so that they eat it, and they do their little tricks. So maybe they have a little like, I don't know, like they dip it in like sauce or whatever, and then they eat it. And it goes to continuing the beneficiary. No, what's the word for that? Bettering their environment continually. We are supporting the Blanche Otter exhibit. Oh my God. We're making their lives better.
Yeah.
And they're having the best time. And it's gorgeous.
Of course it
in
is.
the otter exhibit. It's gorgeous. It's the otter mystery. They have a fun little otter Christmas book as well. And you can get well, as we know, when you go to the museum, you get your own outfit.
Of course.
Because you wear your own costumes there
Yes.
that are sanctioned by them. It's like Disney. You can't bring your own costumes. So they have all these fun Crispmas costumes. You could be a shrimp. You could be Crispy Claus. You could be a snowman. So you got a lot of wild things walking around here to go look at the otters. I think they're just having a great old time, and it's really cute. And this can all accumulate if we want downtown. It doesn't have to be a tree lighting ceremony. I'm just thinking usually there's something kind of like that. That's
Yes.
sort of the like,
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
so I think they got a tree, and maybe it's not. Oh, wait. Victoria Torrey Cobbleton
Yes.
has made a tree clock.
Of course she has.
No, it's still a big fucking tree.
Yes.
But it's a clock. And it will be up for the whole month. And actually it'll be staying up all year round because it took a really long time to make. But it's been decorated. So imagine classic Christmas tree, but just an ever-present ticking sound, which is not stressful or annoying at all.
Dude, yeah. I hate when there's a ticking sound in a bathroom. It's the worst.
It's just it's a lot. But they've decorated it with all these things. I think maybe people got to like maybe donate an ornament with their name on it, and it can go to like helping keep the park.
countdown tree.
The Christmas countdown tree. Wait, oh my God, wait. Somewhere I need there to be like a fake nativity set. Did you ever growing up, like I had to go and like they would do a thing every week leading up to Christmas in the church I grew up in. A child would be designated to bring up one of the things that would show up in the nativity set.
Oh.
So I once brought up the camel, which like, really?
No,
I couldn't get a wise man or something.
I was just in the play Angels Aware. We are Angels Aware. Do you remember we saw a sign for this when I was down in South Carolina with you, and I talked about Angels Aware for 30 minutes post the Wonka flood?
You know what? I kind of blocked that out.
As you
I'll be
should.
honest. I'll be honest, but that that's wild. Oh yeah, so we have the choir there.
Yeah.
They're singing. Clatfartburg College, they've brought out the Jingle Tears. And they're just singing Christmassy versions of the jingles that they made for class.
Yes.
So someone's just being like, cheese crackers, and there's just jingle bells somewhere. There's this poor person just like freaking ripped arms.
Yeah.
Because they keep shaking these jingle bells like it's going out of business.
But of course, there's only a few people who can hear them because those who stopped believing in Crispmas no longer hear the bells because when they go to sleep, the train doesn't come for them.
Wow.
Polar Express is art. I'm not talking about Tom Hanks. I'm talking about the OG.
The book.
That's my hot take. Yeah, a mystical train comes to take you to the North Pole with hot chocolate.
Incredible.
Sad ending, though, I will say. Whatever.
I don't remember Polar Express enough, apparently.
Oh, and then, well, and I will say, look, the movie, I know we all reckon it, but it gave us Josh Groban's Believe.
I don't think I've seen the movie. I'm going to be honest.
You have everything you need.
This is going to make me remember it.
Believe. I just personally wanted to sing it, you know.
And I'm
some people
glad
are going,
you did.
Elaine, Josh Groban, you guys have the same talent. I'm like, wow, thanks.
That's so true.
Yeah. It's me in the mirror saying it to myself after I've cried for a very long time and I'm trying to wipe the mascara out of my eyes, but it keeps stinging me.
I would love to see you do Josh Groban at karaoke.
Hell yeah.
Just like that. Just like that. Blow the roof off that place.
Oh, watch out. There is Christmas karaoke downtown.
Of course there is.
You best believe there is Christmas karaoke.
8 last Christmases. 4 all I want for Christmas is yous.
Now, someone's gone into the karaoke machine and they've changed some of the lyrics so it fits Crispmas better. So you just have like Crispy the talking bass. Crispy baby, just slip some grained hidden presents under the tree.
For me.
Been an awful good fish.
Last
Crispy baby.
Christmas, I gave you my quinoa, but the very last Christmas, you gave it away.
Gave it away.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The crisp is up. The fish is right.
Oh, crispy claws, your fins are brightly shining. It is the night that Crispy was born. And then people are like, stop, that's cult-like.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the origin of cult Crispy. Not talking about the origin of Crispy.
Yes.
People who try to start the cult get put down. Not in like a kill them way, just a gentle
We're having fun.
take a walk around the lake.
This is community building. We're having fun, you know?
We're having fun. We're having a good time. We're at the tree lighting ceremony. There's hot chocolate. I think the clock strikes 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oops! Tori Cobbleton made a cuckoo clock. Watch the fuck out. Here we go. Banging out here. We got little drummer boys. We've got swans. We've got clocks within clocks. That's right. Little tiny grandfather clocks with legs. And they're twirling. They're dancing. We've got Lisa Leaf.
Oh my
You thought
God.
she was gone. There she is.
She's back.
She zip lines down
Like Tinkerbell?
from like Tinkerbell. She zip lines down, faux leaf regalia, and she's holding the Christmas tree topper,
Thank you.
which is, of course, no. So my first thought was the skeleton of a fish, and that doesn't make sense, Elaine. Why would we do
No,
that?
that's not
Don't do
Christmas.
that. I was like, what are things of fish? It could just be.
It could be a shrimp.
It could be a shrimp. And it's this year it's the shrimp. And it's the shrimp that's Binky.
It's the
Binky.
shrimp that's Binky.
It's Binky the shrimp, who we all know had a horrible journey trying to get through the deep, deep ocean after they were separated from the rest of the shrimp pack by an evil snow monster.
Ooh.
What? Anyway, so it's actually life-size, so it's actually very tiny. It's very shiny.
Nice.
And so she zip lines down. She does have a gentle stop, but it is a gentle stop into the tree clock. But it's fine.
Yeah.
She figures it out. All her worms bounce her off. Tori Cobbleton comes out, makes a fun little speech. As we all know, she goes, Crispmas! It's a good time of year. Grain, it's everywhere. I do want to remind everybody, the birds are still among us, so when you spill that grain pulling out your gifts, sweep it up or the birds will be there. And where the birds go, the feces go. Now, let's light the tree. Thank you. And so Lisa Leaf puts Binky the shrimp on top of the tree. Well, we all know the song. Binky, 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 shrimp, shrimp, snow. Binky, 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 shrimp, shrimp. Ho, 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 there goes Binky the shrimp. He is not like the other shrimp. Oh, he doesn't know how to swim. He just knows how to float. Oh, no, that's Binky, 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 Binky.
You've done like 8 demos in this episode. This is your Christmas album.
Look, I had eggnog for breakfast, and then I made poached eggs to go with it because I said if I'm having eggs, we're going all the way, baby.
Fuck my cholesterol up, man.
Fuck my cholesterol. Fuck it all. Look, I got my blood drawn for the doctor, and I was like, oh, well, now that they got the details, let's go off the fucking rails. Let's go crazy. I can cheat now. That's how this gets to work.
Yeah.
They were checking my iron, too. No one cared about anything else. Nothing matters. Anyway,
okay.
Look, maybe I had some orange rolls as well. Maybe I did that too. Maybe I'm on a sugar high.
That would explain a lot. Elaine's on a sugar high, and I had a panic attack like an hour before the episode recording. If you're saying, they've got a weird energy today, we're both on adrenaline in different ways.
Yes, and it's the holidays, you know.
And isn't that the spirit of the holidays? Sugar high and hours away from a panic attack?
Boom. That's how I do it.
Merry Christmas!
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
This episode feels like it's minutes from a breakdown.
We lost it. We lost it. Decency. The tree is lit. The cuckoo clocks are clocking their cuckoos, and people are cheering. Cole Papageno and Dale Iron Alexander are under the mistletoe, and their friends who they've just come out to are clapping and cheering, and they kiss each other.
Why do they get applause every time they make out? This is like going to develop a complex for them.
This is before Freeform. This is an ABC Family sitcom, actually. So every gay couple gets a major applause.
That's a great point.
For doing anything. It's Glee.
It's
Glee. Cole has a little bag of quinoa.
Of course.
He hands over to Dale. And Dale's like, oh, Cole. Or no. Wait, that's erase. Dale hands Cole.
Okay.
and then Cole goes, oh, sorry, I didn't get you anything. And Dale goes, it's okay. I wasn't really that great this year, so all I really wanted was coal for Christmas. Binky, 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 binky.
What the fuck? I feel like I've just sat here. I feel like I haven't contributed at all. I've like, you have really, and I say this in a loving way, you have painted such a picture today. And I know I did contribute, but wow, Binky the shrimp coming right out.
The shrimp is, and I hate that he's Christmas
during
time.
that last scene, I did feel like I was in the front seat of a one-woman show, you know? And this is not like passive-aggressive me saying this. I'm glad. It was a treat. It was
it's scary.
Amazing.
Well, I didn't want a moment where you looked sad again.
Yeah.
It's always the fear now.
Journey, you know? Look, I think I couldn't land that have you no decency pun at the beginning, and it threw me off the whole episode because I was thinking about it the whole time.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But you know what? Crispmas has been a beautiful time.
It has.
Is there anything else you see around here in magical Clatfartburg during this holly
What do I
Crispmas
think about
time?
Christmas? I think they put tinsel on the buses.
Oh,
and I think they put a Santa hat on the Frog Ferry.
Oh, yes.
And I think the Alien Club does Galactic Crispmas, where it's basically the same, but there's a lot more LED lighting.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's Crispmas, folks. It's
wow,
unique and specific. Make sure to get your loved ones a gift and throw it in a big bag of corn for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do that. And again, make sure that you clean up the grain. Otherwise, the birds will come that have not been fully dealt with yet.
Yeah,
But
that is important.
Don't worry.
It's
Don't worry about it.
a
It'll be
bit
fine,
of a
though.
problem, but it's fine.
Yeah, and also, I mean, hey, if you give someone a phone in rice already, I mean,
Solving a
you're
problem.
saying, hey, I know that you spill.
I know you
I
will
got
drop
you
your phone in
already.
the toilet. I got you. You do that for fun, and I'm happy for you, and I want to support that activity.
I know that you want your artisanal ketchup on everything. And sometimes you get too excited. You know, when you're just in a row and you're like, make the sandwich, make the sandwich. Oh no, I put my phone in a sandwich.
The classic problem.
You know, you're a cartoon character and you're in a kitchen and you can't be stopped.
Yeah.
And that's it. But Merry Crispmas, everybody.
And a happy holidays for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, which is everyone.
Correct. Correct.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of Clatfartburg. We hope you enjoyed. If you want more content from us, you can go over to clatfartburg.com where we do bonus content. We just put out the first, probably, gay Hardy Boys mystery called The Banana-esque A Hand Mirror, inspired by an incredibly terrible plot generator we used. Loosely inspired, let's be very clear.
Yes.
But yeah, we did a little bit of a mystery with them. Upon receiving a banana-esque hand mirror, Dale, with threats on it, written in sticky notes, Dale must figure out who was giving them these fruit-shaped hand mirrors.
I think it's some of our best work.
It's pretty good.
It's fun.
And
It's a
that's
fun
on
time.
that's on our Buy Me a Coffee now. And if you want to support the podcast in other non-monetary ways, just tell your friends about them. Give them the holiday gift of a podcast recommendation, which is never a burden ever and always something you actually want. So just, share the word with your friends. Support that's what helps the most for us.
Yes.
But with that all being said, if you have any headcanons, email them to clatfartburg@gmail.com or just any other topics, episode suggestions, all those sorts of things, email them there. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so much for visiting Clatfartburg. And don't forget,
Binky, 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 shrimp in the snow. Binky is the shrimp.
Binky, binky, shrimp in the snow, ho, ho, ho.